Hello, I'm Colleen Needles with Comcast Newsmakers, connecting you to the leaders in our community. The inauguration of President Barack Obama has provided inspiration for millions of people around the world. And one of those in attendance in Washington, D.C. was local author and motivational speaker, Dr. Verna, and she joins us now to help put the inauguration into perspective as we celebrate Black History Month. And welcome.
Thank you.
Well, first tell us, tell us about the decision to go to Washington, D.C.
Well, the moment that they said that President Obama had won the election, I said to my husband, we were in Florida, I said to my husband, we have to go. And he said, well, how are we going to do this? People have already booked it all up. I said, we're going to work it out. We're going to have to go. So it was a decision that we had to do this thing.
Wow. Well, you know, for those of us who didn't get to go, but we did have the thrill of watching it on television. It was incredibly emotional. I mean, people, you know, everybody was like in tears one moment, cheering the next. How was it to be on that mall?
It was amazing. It was amazing. And it was that moment where you're with 2 million people around the same kind of feeling of common good, goodwill, there to celebrate this person who had, in his own right, decided that he was simply going to help. He was going to serve. He didn't have a position. He didn't have any grand amounts of money. He just simply said, I have the power to do something about this, and I'm going to use my personal power to create change and just try. And we all held our breath as this man took that oath. It was awesome.
Was there a specific moment, or was it just a series of unbelievable moments during the day?
You know, I think a few. One is just looking around, people from every color, culture, we were all there, and we were all together. Yeah. You know, sometimes when people get together and there's a diverse group of people, there's a little uncomfortable kind of feel. None of that. We were just all together, and we were all like, yes, we can do this. And the moment that President Obama stood up to take that oath, 2,000 people, Colleen, 2 million people, we all held our breath. There was silence, and we just waited. And it was just like this unspoken word that said, yes, we can do this thing. Yes, it's possible. Yes, we have the power to change our world. Yeah. And it's happening right here before our eyes.
And I think that feeling even went beyond that mall. I know it did across the world. What do you think as you see President Obama, what are your thoughts on Black History Month and the significance of this month today now as we have our first African-American president? Absolutely.
Well, you know, I think what happened is that Black History Month, if you take a look at Black History Month, it really signifies a people who had nothing, very little, and who decided that they were going to use their own personal power in their souls to create change. And I think that President Obama used that same power to build on that, and now we are all connected to that. So for Black History Month, for me, it says to us as African American people all over the world, yes, it's time for us we have a new president, now it's time for a new precedent, that we can actually create a whole new level of change and build on that power that we have.
Well, and it also has a message you were saying earlier for all of us.
All of us.
That, because we are facing some pretty awful times right now and a lot of difficulties.
Yes, yes. And when you take a look at African American history, you know, what African Americans had to struggle through to get to here, it's amazing. And as a country, we can learn from that. Because right now, you know what? As a country, we have some tough things. As a country, we have to pull on who we are as a people, just like African Americans did, to say, push through, keep going, use your personal power and make it happen.
Wow. It's a wonderful time, and thank you so much for sharing your perspective, and thank you for what you do. We're going to give people a little more information about it.
Great. Thanks so much.
Good to see you. If you'd like to find out more about Dr. Price's work, including her book, The Power of People, 4 Kinds of People Who Can Change Your Life, please visit her website at drvernaprice.com. It's a wonderful book with a lot of inspiration. And that's going to do it for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Colleen Needles. Thank you for watching.